I used to upload a YouTube video about every month or so, and I thought that was quite good, but then I thought I'm going to have to increase my uploads a little bit, at least to once a week. And I tried to get to once a week, uploading a video every week, and I was thinking, God, this is difficult. I've just got no time to upload. I've just got so much stuff to do in the meantime that I'm just not going to be able to upload these videos. Like, one video every single week is crazy. I now upload 9 videos a week. 9. Back then, I wasn't even going to school at that point. I was in the school holidays. Now I've got college for half the week, and I've also got a part-time job that I work the other half of the week. I've still got to go to the gym every other day, 4 days a week. I've got to do cardio on the days that I don't go to the gym. I've got to make an adventure video every week, which basically means I need to go out and do something interesting, like go to another city for a day. So that's another day knocked off. I have got no time to make YouTube videos, and I make 9 per week. You have time. I never thought that I had time. I never thought that, what if you just stopped watching YouTube all day and actually created something? And I was like, yeah, no, I agree with that. You know, I'd hear people say, just stop watching YouTube. I was like, yeah, I agree with that. But I wouldn't do anything. I would still just watch YouTube videos. Instead of watching this right now, why don't you go and do something? You're complaining about not having time, like, oh, I can't start this business because of this, or no, I can't get jacked at the gym because I've not got enough time. You're watching this video right now. Go and do it instead of watching this. Don't give me the view. Don't give me the audience retention or whatever. Go and upgrade yourself. Go, literally just go and do some work right now. That business that you've been putting off, maybe you're scared to upload your first YouTube video. Upload it right now and then come back to this video and congratulate yourself. Perhaps you want to start eating healthy. Instead of eating, you know, like some cereal or some weird thing that you're eating right now whilst watching this video, go and get something else. Go and get an apple, or just get rid of the food. Don't eat the bad food. Don't eat the junk food. That's got nothing to do with time. I don't know why I mentioned that, but it's just an important point. We all have a crazy amounts of time. We have 24 hours in a day, and of course you've got to go to sleep, but there's so many hours that you could save. I know I've hyper optimized my day and I still waste about 2 hours, at least 2 hours. When I came down to eat before, I always watch YouTube while I'm eating, right? So I'm eating like my porridge in the morning or whatever, and then I have like some toast, like sourdough toast. It's not, you know, normal weird chemical toast. And then I have some natural peanut butter that's just like 100% peanuts, right? Make sure you have good food. And I was watching YouTube at the same time. But I wasted time. I could have just eaten it and then got on with work. But instead I was sort of, you know, I'd finish my porridge, then I'd watch some YouTube, you know, I'd keep watching YouTube and say, oh, I'll get my toast in a minute. Then I'd go and get my toast, bring it back, and then, oh yeah, I'll watch this while I'm eating my toast. Eat the toast dead slow. Then once I've finished the toast, I'm like, yeah, I just finished the end of this video. But I wasted like at least half an hour. I could have got so much more work done. It's up to you to make the time. I really do believe that you don't have a lack of time, you have a lack of priorities. If you prioritize your work, you will get that work done. If well, you might not do, but prioritizing sleep means that you get the full 8 hours, right? People say, like, I like to go to bed from 8:30 at night and then wake up at 5:30 in the morning. I do that pretty much every single night. Sometimes I go to bed at like 9 o'clock instead of 8:30 or whatever. But I am always prioritizing sleep, right? If I really, really needed to get something done, like I needed this specific piece of work, like college work or whatever, to get done, like I needed to, I would prioritize that and skip sleep, right? I would push back my sleep. You don't have a lack of time, you have a lack of priorities. It's so mad when you think about how much time you actually waste. And sure, obviously, if you're going to go and do something enjoyable, you need to prioritize value. Like, you may think that doing the cold, like what I used to do cold showers in the morning, then I'd meditate for 20 minutes, and then I'd journal for 10 minutes, and then I'd, do some like weird thing, like this self-improvement thing that was really good for self-improvement because it's a daily habit, right? But I was delaying actual work, like the priority, the business, what I needed to get done. I was delaying that by at least an hour in the morning. And it's like, now I look back and think, well, I didn't even see any benefit from cold showers anyway. I just didn't like them. I didn't notice like going out first thing in the morning as soon as you wake up and getting like the sun into your eyes first thing in the morning makes you more awake and gets your circadian rhythm into the right way or whatever. I didn't notice any difference at all. I tried it for ages and I didn't feel any difference. Maybe there was a difference, but I noticed the biggest difference when as soon as I wake up, when 5:30 alarm just rings, I wake up, eyes wide open, go up, get out of my bed, turn off the alarm, go straight onto my computer and work immediately. That is the biggest difference I have noticed. I have optimized it to the point where within 5 minutes of waking up, I am working. I kid you not, within 5 minutes. Exactly 5 minutes. What I do, I get up out of bed, I walk over to my chair, turn the alarm off, turn my computer on, and whilst it is turning on, literally what I could be doing is I could get dressed and then turn my computer on. No, I turn my computer on, and whilst it is loading, while it is turning on, that's when I put my clothes on. So I save like a minute, right? That's how like hyper optimized I've got to my point in the daily routine, in my morning routine. Because I just need that time. I need that time in the morning to get stuff done. My morning is the most productive point of my day because it's just I planned exactly what I'm going to do, like on my app. In fact, I'm recording this with my phone so I can't show you, but on my phone I go on Notion, which is like a note-taking app, not sponsored or anything, but download it if you want to, or just use normal notes or whatever on your phone, and I write exactly what I'm going to do when. So I say wake up 5:30, then edit daily vlog. I do it every single day at the exact same time. First thing I do is edit the daily vlog, upload my photos to Google Drive, download that onto my computer, and then edit it. Nice and simple, first task. Then maybe I've got some college work to do. I do that straight after at 6:05 or whatever, and then I go into the next task. Maybe it's, I don't know, well, I normally have breakfast at that point, so I complete the daily vlog. Then I do like my daily habits like reading, meditating, whatever. Then I do another task which is a bit harder than the initial task. Perhaps that could be, college work. And then once I've finished that, that's when I go for breakfast. I normally leave breakfast for a few hours after I've woken up. So maybe I go at about 7, right, or 7:30. I wake up at 5:30 and I eat at 7, 7:30. So I get the main task done. And then I go on to the thing like recording these videos or scripting these videos. Well, this is clearly not scripted, but getting the idea for the video or whatever. And you've got this clear structure to your day. Because I noticed that when I don't have a structure, when I don't have a template to my day, I waste it. Whenever I don't not have a template anymore, but what I used to do is I'd say, oh yeah, when I wake up, I don't know, like after I've eaten breakfast, then I'll work. Okay, when are you eating breakfast? When are you working? What are you working on? How long are you working on it for? It's so ambiguous. You don't know exactly what you're doing. It's like if school, right? When you went to school, you had those little timetables, right? And they said maths at 9 a.m. and English literature at 10:30 or whatever. Imagine if you didn't have that. It just said, oh yeah, just do 5 lessons in the day. And you're like, well, when does the first lesson start? What lesson is it? Where do I go? Right? You've got like no idea. And people who just like not go to lesson, right? Or they do something dead easy, like fun, like, PE or whatever, depending on the type of kid you were. And it's just like, you need this exact plan of what you're going to do. Because now, I've got to the point where I have so little time because of the amount of stuff I've got to do in terms of going to my job, going to college. I've got to sign up for Camp America. I've got like all these extra like little weird things like D of E. I've got to like Duke of Edinburgh Award. I've got to still like figure that out, make sure I've uploaded all these assignments to it or whatever. Like, like little things that you don't even think of. And you're like, oh God, yeah, I've got to do that as well. And so if I didn't have a timetable, I would have no chance. No chance. as I said, I've got to the point now where I have to figure out what are my priorities. Like, I am making a course for my other channel, my beginner channel, my like fitness channel, right? And I've got to think, what's the most important thing? The website. I could make the course, sure, but I don't have anything to sell, right? So if I'll explain that a bit better. So I've got the website, right? As soon as I've made the website, then I can sell that, right? It's a position where people can give me money, which sounds scammy, but I'm actually helping people with this course. So I can sell this website, but if I've just made the course, I've got no way to advertise that. So what I'm going to do first is make the website, sell that, and make the course as I go along, like in the next few days or weeks or whatever. And if I get a sale in that meantime, then I'm like, okay, this is now a priority. I need to get this course done, right? And then I'll just like scrap, like I'll just make sure that's the priority, maybe skip a gym session or something, or do. In fact, yesterday I had so much work to do. I didn't have time to go to the gym because it's about 2 hours out of my day. I didn't have time to go to it. So I did a home workout, which is not as good, and I wouldn't have got as much gains, but I had to sacrifice that because I don't have enough time in the day. So I sacrificed going to the gym and getting all the gains and instead work on business or, work. I had like college work to do and stuff. So you have to prioritize things at that point. When you get to a level where you physically don't have time, you genuinely don't have time, you have to prioritize things. And I love it. I love getting to this position where I've got too much to do. I actually get stressed out in a good way. I'm like, oh my God, I have so much to do. And it's like exciting because I enjoy the things I do. Obviously, it's bad when you get like, some people in life that are super stressed out with work and everything and they don't have time. Yes, they do. You could just wake up earlier or you could literally just anything I've talked about in this video, right? You do have time. You could stop dilly-dallying in the morning or whatever. I can't remember what I was just going to say, but time is, it's kind of a choice, I believe. Obviously, I'm in an amazingly privileged position. I know that some people genuinely don't have time, and I know that some people go to work and then at the end of their day, they get time and they get home and they're like super tired and they don't have any energy to do anything. And that is a terrible position to be in. I am so grateful for the position I am in, because even though I've got too much to do, as I said, I love it. I love being in my position right now. I love my life. Like, how amazing is that? I really, really, really love my life. And I know that some people aren't in that position, and it is very difficult. It's very difficult to get out of it. It's very difficult to get into a position that you do enjoy. But optimizing your life, optimizing your day, optimizing your hours, optimizing your minutes is the best thing you can do. And it sounds really boring, like you've got to have this exact structure, just like in school, like you've got to have like a perfect timetable of every part of your day. It sounds boring, but once you do it, as a guy, it's just like everything becomes a task, everything becomes a goal, everything, like every individual section of your day becomes like this thing that you can complete. It's like a sense of progression throughout the day. Like, okay, instead of just waking up and thinking, what can I do today? It's no like, I've got to do this, okay, tick, 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 cross, okay, I need to do that tomorrow, that's really important. But in the meantime, tick, 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 tick. And it's, my head is just racing all the time, and I prefer that. In fact, a few weeks ago, I did like a dopamine detox where I basically cut everything out. And even though I did the work, like uploaded these videos, I spent as much time as possible doing nothing and just being like calm and relaxed. And if you go back to that, you probably notice that my voice, my speech, like how I'm speaking to you right now, is very slow and sort of a little bit monotone. And now I'm like sort of speaking dead fast and everything. And I've got like loads of aggression, loads of, not aggression, but just excitement, right? And I much prefer to be in this situation, this position, where I've got too much to do. Last night I was in bed, I was trying to sleep, and I was thinking, I thought of this video I did last night, right, when I was trying to go to sleep, and then I've got to get up and, you know, write it down, but I'm dead confident, like, oh, for God's sake, I've got to write that down on my phone for tomorrow. You know, I'm at this position where I just love it. I just love it. And you can't get to that point. You can't get to this amazing life setup if you don't optimize it. Because if I didn't work first thing in the morning, then I wouldn't have completed anything. I wouldn't have made this video. I wouldn't be making this video right now, because I'd be thinking, what do I need to do today? I guess I could do that. I'll do it later. You know, like, you need to have exactly... I said, after breakfast, I'm going to complete my college work, finish it all off. I'm going to do my hair, just so it doesn't look like dead scruffy, and then I'm going to record my beginner video, my fitness video, and then I'm going to record this video. And that is exactly what I've done. Optimize your life, write it down, whatever you need to do. Get excited about completing your goals for the day. I will see you later. Good night.